What is this? Who is this?
It is I.
Yeah, very good. Hello there. Hello and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. This is episode 13. It's the podcast where every week we talk about films. Yeah.
Questionably.
In a very questionable fashion, we talk about films. I'm your host, the Evo, and with me is my co-host, who is also called Evo.
But I am without my trademark beard.
You still
Again.
Oh, you're still beardless.
Well, give it a month or two, I'll have it back.
Big shame.
If I don't shave
Yeah.
like I'm supposed to.
The format is simple. People should know the format by now, at least all four that listen to this. We'll talk about what we did over the week, and then we're going to talk about some movie news, because there's been some news. And apart from that, then we'll talk about some films, because for whatever reason, you decided to break the rules last week.
Are you not happy I brought the
I'm very
the
happy.
rules?
I just finished. I literally finished watching them before we started, and we're gonna talk about two films this week. But we might as well talk about them in one because they're pretty much the same film.
See? I told you, it's not exactly breaking the rules, it's just, you know...
Yeah, I completely understand why you actually said, watch them both, because you might as well. It was just very jarring. Some things were just so jarring in those films.
I know, but it's so good.
I'm not complaining at all. Also, if you nip over to Twitch, Evo, you will notice that I have changed the layout a little.
Give me a second.
I have changed the layout to a very... it looks different.
Because the thing is, it's like... Smite has have the official stream on Mixer. If you don't know what Mixer is,
Mixer, yeah, I know what Mixer is.
Yeah, and now they've released this thing that if I have to watch the official streams to get free shit. So I'm kind of doing that one, because
for God's sake,
free shit's always good.
Oh, I just burned myself with fucking tea.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, we can see what the fuck we're talking about.
You like? See,
yes.
It's very, very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So, the episode 13. We're going strong for like 14 weeks now. It's
a record for us.
It's a record for us. Yeah. Commitment is hard.
Yes.
Right then. You had a week. Did you do anything over said week?
Well, not really. Because the thing is, like, after last Thursday, turned out that my cousin gave birth to a baby boy.
Oh, congratulations.
Yay!
A baby
I was talking to her about it. Yeah, his name is Atanas. Well, I mean,
Nashnasko.
Yeah. So I was really happy. My mother told me, who's sick right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Everybody's sick right now.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, what's up? And I watched a couple of movies.
Oh. You watched Go on.
Sorry.
Oh, you're sick as well. Oh, God. That was fucking loud.
Shit.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Well, one of the movies I watched was Lords of Chaos.
Okay.
It's a Vice TV film.
I heard about it. A friend of mine, one of my colleagues, went to watch it at the cinema actually this week. Yeah.
Did he like it?
He's not said. I've not had the chance to speak to him about it.
Well, it's really graphical. I'll give it that. It's really graphical.
It talks about Burzum, doesn't it? It doesn't.
No, it covers the story of the creation of the Norwegian black metal, which is the beginning of mayhem. And what all happened, and of course there's Burzum because it's the story. It's technically the story about what the fuck was his name? I always forget. The guy that got stabbed to death by Vorg. Fucking Vorg.
I don't know. By the way, is your microphone messed up again?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, don't.
Is it?
It's a bit crunchy, but.
Sorry. Let me see. The goddamn past name members. Euronymous. It talks about Euronymous. And the movie follows his story and what happened. It's and including the whole situation with the first lead singer, dead. The Pele, I think his name was some weird shit. And what he did was he he slit both his wrists, he slit his throat, and blew his head out.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fucking graphical as fuck. It's literally one of the most graphical scenes to this day. It's a 18 movie. It's an 18 above.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, which means that, trust me, it's like you see every fucking detail of his suicide. Because what Euronymous did was he took pictures of the dead body and put it on the cover of their album.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of jarring, but it had an effect because he created the Norwegian black metal scene, and that kind of solidified them as being badasses.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still a bit. Ooh, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say go and watch it. He also the way he's killed is pretty fucking brutal.
Doesn't he get gunned down?
No, he gets stabbed to death.
Yeah.
And
Double check your mic, by the way, because you are like clipping like hell.
I mean, I have issues with my internet.
Oh, never mind. I've sorted it. I just got feedback that we're good.
Okay, sorry.
So, I had to like lower you down a bit and actually go into the Discord settings as well and lower you from there. But at the end of the day, you are. I can hear you better now.
All right. There is also. I watched a Hallmark level of a horror movie.
Oh.
It's called Beneath. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
No, don't. It's so bad. It's one of the worst movies I've seen in a very long time.
Right.
It's a 2007 flick.
Okay.
And my God, it's just there was this scene where the main protagonist, female,
okay,
who sees ghosts.
Right.
That's fucking normal. Goes like, oh, I thought I could trust you. I mean, why don't you believe me? Wait. Sorry, no, not like that. Sorry. I thought I could trust you. I thought that you'd believe me. She says to her male police friend who doesn't have anything for her.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, fine. So you want to say something like that, but where the fuck is the proof? You're literally in the back of a police car saying it in such a way that it makes no sense. And be like, I know I'm right. This was like, so give us some fucking evidence, maybe. I mean, you're literally behaving like a complete moron.
I'm saying these things because the script dictates I should say them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Anything else of particular that, you know?
I also watched a couple other horror movies out of that were okay. I'll probably get to them at some point.
Okay.
I also I forgot. Hey, what I also did something. I remember I did something, but I can't remember.
How can you forget? It's something that you physically did, so you must know what it is.
Well, me physically doing stuff usually revolves over you know what to do. you know what I'm doing.
It's just automatic at this point.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But oh god, I forgot. Oh yeah, I watched Doom Patrol.
Oh, you did? Yeah. What do you think?
It's okay, but it's dumb as bricks, man.
I know. It's great because
it's jarringly dumb. I like the actors. I like everything they do, but it's just, I mean, it feels like I'm watching a CW special.
But better.
Yeah, because we're still not into the forced drama shit.
Did you watch it all the way to the last episode?
No, I think I stopped at episode 6, maybe.
Yeah, episode 7's out as well.
Where I mean, after they opened the gate to hell with not John Constantine,
but
they went to the.
They summon an oracle, which is a fucking unicorn with a pipe on its head.
No, that's not an oracle. That's an actual demon.
No, that's the oracle. They say she's the oracle, and she's actually in love with Dr. Calder as well. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
No, wait, her name was it wasn't Abraxas. What the fuck was her name? Give me a second.
I don't know, but it's funny.
I'm pretty sure that the name was an actual demon name. Doom Patrol, episode 5. Let's see this shit. Okay. Recap. Let's go with the recap. Ezekiel, yeah, sure. Don't. By the way, he's played by the guy that you played in.
In Supernatural.
Yeah,
He's
I
played
also
by
like him.
what's his name? Crowley.
Yeah, he
I think
plays
it's
Crowley.
Crowley. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay.
The fact that it's a DC show and they don't give a shit and they just swear like sailors, every single one of them.
I mean, there are some potentials for good stories in there, but there's some that
Yeah.
are not really good at all. Cause
It's the start. If you think about it, it's so far it's better than most shows they've ever put out. It's better than Titans, and you have
no, that's not difficult.
that's a good point. And you have Alan Tudyk as Mr. Nobody, which is like absolutely like perfect to a T.
Okay, so I remember what I didn't like. It's their constant attempts to break the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah, that's just, not bad though.
It's dumb. In the second episode, I was like, "Ooh, that's." But after the second episode, you're like, "Fuck's sake, just shut up. Just please shut the fuck up. Just move on. We get it. You're trying to be hip. You're trying to be like Deadpool, and Deadpool wasn't good at it."
Deadpool gets obnoxious. Like I remember watching the first film, in the cinema. I think with Vesco actually, and we had a really good time. And then a couple of months later, I watched it again. Sat down with my cousin and Desi when they were here, when my cousin came over, and we were watching it. And I literally 10 minutes passed, and I was like, I remember this being funnier. It's like I don't. Why am I not laughing? I remember this being kind of funny. I haven't actually watched the second one yet.
It's Baphomet. The name is Baphomet, which is a demon's name. Yeah, it's Baphomet. Yeah. Yeah, but no, I mean, it can be really interesting to watch.
Yep.
It can be good, but when you do it in such a way that's constantly, and I mean fucking
it's not constant though, because what's his name? Mr. Nobody isn't actually in the show that much. And when he shows up again, he goes, "What do you mean I've not been here for 4 episodes?"
I mean, let me put it like this. He is. You remember Superboy Prime, the original one?
The show or
no, the bad Superboy Prime.
That the one that
Earth one, which is our Earth.
The super angry one, yeah.
Yeah, because he was from our Earth, taking care of the presentation of it, and he read comics a lot.
Yeah.
And he got his powers, and something got fucked up in his head. So it's kind of the same thing, but done in a much more idiotic way, because they're like, how many the alternate universe did they say? 68?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, yeah, that would be too easy if they.
Then again, what I love about the show is that they don't take themselves seriously for a second. And the moments when they do take themselves seriously, it's actually really good, like character building for every single one of them.
Okay,
that's I mean. Watch episode 7, and you'll completely get what I mean.
Alright. Which reminds me, did you finish Dusk?
I'm playing currently. Well, let's get through your week, and then we'll get to mine.
Oh, that's pretty much my.
Oh, is that it?
I mean, I went to Manchester to meet a friend from Norwich, which was fucking hilarious. Yeah, because this was actually on Friday, which is even weirder. So we were going through Manchester and Arndale, going to a jerk chicken shack, which fucking amazing.
Oh, it's just amazing. Is that a new thing? Because I didn't see it last time. I went to Manchester in February, didn't I? I didn't see it.
Yes, and I was going to show it to you.
Oh, we did actually go in the Arndale physically, I think.
But it's not. It's outside Arndale. It's past the tram tracks to the right. It's like a bookstore before it. I mean,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I always forget that in the street, but yeah. So we were going with him to the place because you hear good chicken, you're like, I have to see to believe that one. It's fucking amazing.
Good chicken is. Do you know what's the worst bit? People say there's plenty of places to get good chicken, but there isn't.
No. That place makes some fucking amazing chicken. Absolutely fucking amazing. My friend even confirmed that. That's cool. Like it cost only $6.50 the meal.
That's not bad. Well, what'd you go with it? Like rice and peas, or
rice, peas, and 4 points of. I got fried chicken. Yeah, fried chicken with the jerk sauce, which is amazing.
Was it that like slightly sweet, sticky, spicy?
Okay, it's just the right amount. It's literally just the right amount because the fried chicken is in paprika.
Yeah.
It's covered in paprika, so it's a bit spicy, but not much. And the jerk sauce is literally just brings out everything in it.
So it's just enough to get you going, basically.
Oh god, it's
Because
so
you know
good.
me, I don't mind spice as long as there's flavor in it. But if it's just
Yeah,
spicy
no,
for the sake of
no,
burning your mouth off, it's
no,
nah.
no. This is actual good spice. This is legitimate. This is how it looked. I sent on
Oh,
Discord.
hello.
This cost 650, man.
That
Holy shit.
that's quite a bit of that's a big old pile of food.
Yes, 650. It's fucking amazing. I'm raving constantly about it for good reason. Because the only thing is like you have to pay with cash. They don't accept
Well,
cards there.
obviously, but I'll tell you something else because he said jerk chicken. There was a vegan festival here like a couple of months ago. All right. Oh, listen, honestly. And so we went to it, and there was literally just one. There was the top floor of the building where they were. It was just like a little food court bit, and it was all vegan food, obviously. But there was this Jamaican couple, and they were making obviously the same shit you were having, except
But with
except it was vegan. Yeah, and it was
that's
honestly some of the tastiest like things I've ever tried ever. Obviously, it was spicy, but it was like spicy enough to where you can eat it, and it's some like I actually want to find a. If anybody knows a Jamaican place in Glasgow, let me know because I need some Jamaican in my life right now.
I mean, I don't think the jerk is Jamaican. I think that the jerk is more of a Caribbean style.
Well, it's from that sort of area
yeah.
anyway, so it was fucking delicious and I loved it. I remember that. I remember that fondly. But so
It's just, but yeah, you know.
Dusk. I'm playing through the second episode now.
Which level are you on? God damn, you had such a fucking week to finish
I
this.
did. I'm off next week as well, so don't worry about it.
Finish it.
Somehow I'm off 2 weeks in a row. What I do? I beat the first bit, I think, and then I started the second bit where it's like where all the jump pads are, and you get.
Oh, you mean you're on the into the thresher? Into a thresher where you start off inside of a.
Yeah, you start indoors and then you go outdoors in this big open field with the big fat guys shooting at you, and then you go into the next bit where you learn to climb up walls when you hold shift.
Oh no, this is the first level. Sorry, this is. The
Yeah,
first
that's
level.
what I'm saying. I'm in the first level. Shred played it on one, I think up on the medium difficulty or something like that. That game, the difficulty ramps up in the second episode so much compared to the first.
It doesn't. It's fucking normal blood.
No, I'm saying no. What I'm saying is, it throws. It's basically going at this point. You should be used to the game. Here's 25 enemies in the first 2 seconds. Fight all of them, and you're strafing around like an idiot. It's a really good time.
Actually, it's that whole level is fucking easy because you.
No, I'm not.
Also,
I'm not.
this is the thing. So I'll tell you a little secret.
Okay.
When you get to the granary, which is the front wall, you don't go through the central place that you go in. You go to the left.
Okay.
Down the left, to the right, there is a secret. It's gonna get you a crossbow. Take it.
I got it. I found that.
Okay, good. So it ports you in front of the granary, and you get.
And you fight all the people, and
that's fucking easy.
I think I've just missed 2 secrets in that level, but I'm not sure where they are. So.
I know them. The one of them.
I know
is when
you do. You know all the
secrets.
secrets. Jesus.
Nah, not all of them. Just most of them. One of them is when you get the climbing equipment for the first time and explain the verticality.
Yep.
You claw at the floor with the sickles, and you find the secret with hollow health. I think I forgot.
Yeah, it gives you extra health or something like that. It's one of the.
Yeah, for the hollow health on Cerro Miedo.
Cerro Miedo.
I swear I'm gonna pronounce that at some point if I give two
one
shits
day.
about Spanish.
Spanish is a cool language.
No, thank you. No, thank yous for Max Pankies.
No, thank you.
I don't want to learn.
Anyway, Dusk is a good time, and I played Dark Souls 3 with a friend, and that's actually it's become a really good time now because I got somebody to play it with.
So Sekiro came out.
Sekiro came out, yes.
Sorry, Sekiro. Please, let's pronounce it like that for a reason.
Isn't it Sekiro or is it Sekiro?
Yeah, it's Sekiro, but for the joke,
Sekiro because Bulgarian. Oh, yeah, I get it.
Because I have a lot of friends whose name is Kiro, so it's like, hey, Sekiro. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 dumb pun.
The dumbest pun if you're Bulgarian. If you're not, you're probably just
the game is really, really not good.
I'm hearing good things about it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See, I watched a lot. I asked my friends who played a lot of Dark Souls. Oh, I mean a lot of them.
It's not a Dark Souls game though.
It's made from software.
Yeah, but they've literally retooled it completely.
No, but the thing is like, first of all, how it's like I asked them a simple question: how many bosses are in a on average in all Souls
In
game?
a Souls game, I want to say about 20 to 25, depending.
Okay, so turns out there was 17 in Dark Souls 3, 32 in Dark Souls 2. This is not counting DLC, by the way, and
Yep.
about 20-ish in Dark Souls 1.
Yep, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know about
Like,
the.
Dark Souls 2 is the one
Yeah,
with the most bosses, but some of
you
them
get sub
aren't
10.
good.
You get below 10 bosses here.
Yeah, it's because it's more.
No.
It's
It
different.
gets worse. You know, no, it gets worse. Because the thing is like, secondly, you have this boss who I swear I saw the boss art. I was like, this is a Dark Souls boss rehash. So I sent it to them. They were like, this is the dancer from Dark Souls 3. The second part is legitimately the same thing. The animations look the same. Let me just
No, they do no, I know which one you're talking about. They do like to
the monkey.
repurpose. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same as there's an animation in the game where you can get an axe with your prosthetic arm, and the way he slams it looks the exact same way as it does in Bloodborne. They've reused a lot of the stuff. So
I'll get to as to my explanation as to why this is so in a second. So it's like, and you fight the boss, you kill him once, then like 15, I don't know, to like several hours later, depends on how good you are. You fight the same boss again, but this time he's got another large monkey with him, and like,
he's got a
so
monkey with him.
so, are you trying to tell me that a game that's all about bosses, made by people who make games all about the bosses? That's the whole core point of Dark Souls games is the bosses.
Not
And
exactly,
well,
but
you have to learn them, but
true.
you refighting the first boss twice, which fair enough. I mean, this is story wise, so I'm not gonna get into too much shit about that. You have the same fight done twice, which is
Oh fuck
basically
me.
the
Tea in
second
a
time you have
thermos is not a
ads.
good idea. Uh-huh, yep.
And you have these segmented stealth segments because those are always a good fucking idea with large fucking snakes. This is garbage.
It's garbage to you. A lot of people are saying it's good. I've not touched it myself, and I don't think I'm gonna touch it at
But
some
the thing
point.
is, like, people want it to be good because they want to relive the Dark Souls games. I mean, people like Dark Souls
Look,
games. It's nothing bad.
we're supposed to be getting a Bloodborne sequel or something because Miyazaki said that while they were working on Sekiro, they're working on another 2 titles. One is a sequel, one is something brand new, so we don't know
Okay,
exactly.
no, that's good. But the reason why this happened is because From Software signed a contract with Activision for
Yep.
Sekiro.
It wasn't Sekiro, by the way. It was supposed to be a Tenchu game.
Yeah, but they switched it off and made Sekiro, so
Yeah.
it got rushed out. The mechanics are not there, so it's actually fucking easier.
No, that's what they said. It's still hard, but the moment you get used to the patterns, it becomes like piss easy. You can just parry everything and beat the game.
It's even easier because now some certain boss fights are literally just cop outs of you having to throw them off of ledges. I'm not kidding. That's literally how
I did
one boss
actually know
fight.
about that.
You have to throw him out of the ledge because you do no damage to him. It's literally what they want you to do. You
Oh.
it's a western-looking large knight on one of those closed bridges, so you have to break one of them and just push him through it to kill him because you do literally no damage because he's all armor. Fair enough, but it's first of all it comes out of nowhere. Second of all, it's just not good, man. It's just something in the game. It's like they were almost there. This game could have been fucking amazing. All of it could have been absolutely amazing,
Yeah,
but
there's the possibility.
because they rushed it out, it feels a bit empty, and I really
No,
don't like that.
I heard about that. I heard about the whole the game doesn't feel full.
It feels dead. It's like even if I don't like a lot of Dark Souls, I still accept that they have a lot of what's the
There's a lot
word?
of atmosphere going on.
Yes, there's a lot of a lot of attention to details, a lot of story. You feel like you're part of a real world.
Yep.
Here, not so much. And I'm gonna skip over the fucking stupidity of honorable shinobi. Is like motherfucker. Do you even know what the hell you're talking about? Because
Now, a
that's
lot of
not how.
people don't.
Because first of all, here's the funniest thing. Ninjas, shinobis, did not exist. Not in the state that we know them in the media. But they did not exist.
Ninjas were assholes. Ninjas were hired. I was gonna say hired.
They were
guns,
mercenaries.
Yeah, they were mercs. They were.
Not...
I'll give you this gold coin to go kill this person in the night or frame somebody for the murder. They weren't like cool people.
Yeah, it's like in a person like Hattori Hanzo probably existed,
Yeah, but he was also an asshole, most likely. The only
No, but he was actually the real deal apparently.
Yeah, he was, but he was also like super honorable when it came to combat, but when it came to everything else around combat, he was an absolute prick.
Yeah, but he was the real deal. He was really strong and really dual. What? He was. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. It was.
I,
he was.
I was looking at the light and it was so pretty, and
No, I'm just watching the Smite stream at the
Are you
moment.
still watching the
Like,
stream?
yeah, because it's a best of 5, and some weird shit's going on. It's pretty good in the. He was pretty good combat wise, really good, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I read a guy a long time ago who made a video about the ninjas. Turns out that ninjas, as we know them right now, are from the 70s.
Yep.
When the boom came.
When the Japanese.
No, there was this because many people were. How should I put it? Many people were looking outside of Western in the Western cinema as to how to portray stuff, so they gave a lot of characters, a lot of those Japanese
the masks and the fucking outfits.
No, the combat style. I mean, I remember even James Bond having to do some fucking karate shit in one of the movies. just let's forget about that.
I'm just trying to think about which Roger Moore film that came from. Because it was probably a Roger Moore Bond. It wasn't a Sean Connery one. I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, it's way below. This is the 70s. So Sean Connery stopped doing in in the mid 60s.
No, it was late 60s, mid 70s, I think.
No, but it definitely wasn't Sean Connery. I can tell that much.
No, it wasn't. If it goes cheesy and slightly racist, it's most likely Roger Moore.
Yeah, I mean, it's oof. It's pretty weird, to be honest. It's like I think that there is a lot of over exaggeration that has turned into real bit of stupidity. Because remember, the martial arts world has a lot of those mongoloids that teach you those Tai Chi techniques, chi techniques that when you just push him slightly and he just
flies for 3 miles. No,
yeah,
that's when you go to the corner and start practicing jutsus. You're doing hands. There's symbols and fucking kagebunshi no jutsu and all that bullshit.
It's like, how should I explain it? It's like hey Liverpool.
That's a siren. Yeah.
It's like if you take the Tai Chi individuals, how should the Tai Chi individuals are the so-called the flat turtles of the martial arts world. You have the Aikidokas, which are basically the fedora tipping bastards of the and Aikidokas, and the ones that practice Aikido. For those that know, the supreme gentlemen of the
gentlemans.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, my combat style is the only true combat style ever, because my combat style. And it's like, it's more than just combat for you meatheads that practice combat arts. My style teaches me also philosophy. I'm like, you fucking retarded. All of them teach you philosophy.
Most martial arts are about philosophy more than anything else.
Let's not kid ourselves. There's a lot about it. And the Aikidokas are brought up in this closed, sheltered way of thinking that only they know true martial arts. This is the only true martial arts in the entire existence. None of it.
What? By the way, weird fedora tipping assholes being sheltered? I don't believe that for a second.
We all know one famous Aikidoka, by the way.
Who?
Steven Seagal.
He's friends with Putin. Please don't say anything, because we'll end up getting killed by the KGB or something.
Nah, I think we're gonna skip it. I think they're gonna skip us.
We're not that important.
There was this quote by Steven Seagal. I need to find it. I need to read it out loud.
While you're looking for the quote, I'll carry on saying a story here.
Oh yes.
So as we're saying that, it is my week's been good. Let's say that. I've had a good week. I've been off, so I had pizza yesterday with people from work. That was a really good time. Went out on Monday, had a bunch of cocktails. That was a good time as well. I've been right. You know that we moved out from the house we were in Manchester in June. So June 14th, we moved out. So moved to Glasgow a month later.
Yeah.
then September comes around. Obviously, I've been in Glasgow for 2 months now. And I get an email saying, by the way, you owe us this much. This is the company that was in charge of gas and electric for the house, sorry.
What?
And I'm literally staring at this email going, I don't owe you anything. Fuck off. So obviously I call them up and I go, look, we moved out of the house on the 14th of June. So
1944.
So June 14th we moved out, and all outstanding bills for that house were paid. We literally paid the rest of the balance like about a week later or something like that. And the lady on the phone goes, no, it says here we moved out on the 31st of August. And I'm there like blinking,
so
going,
you cut out.
Oh, and the lady says, oh, you moved out on the 31st of August. And I'm there blinking, staring at space going, August 31st? She goes, yeah. I'm like, I wasn't even in the country on August 31st. Like, I was just coming back from Bulgaria to live in fucking Scotland. She goes, oh, well, that's what it says. I'm like, I'm glad that's what it says, but the contract states the 14th. Here's the copy of the contract for you, to prove. Also, here's the dates that we paid. Here's the meter readings for those dates. And she goes, huh. Oh, okay, we're going to cancel that. I'm like,
no shit.
Yeah, you're going to cancel it because I've not lived there for months now and I'm not going to pay whatever, I'm supposed to pay. So she goes, yeah, we're going to cancel that. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. Sorry, I'm just staring at stuff. She goes, yeah, I'm really sorry. We're going to cancel that for you. Please, accept our apologies. And, it came down to the whole, we paid him off and told the landlord. So it was the landlord's job to say, nobody lives in this place anymore. That needs to get sorted. Obviously, it didn't get sorted, so I had to call him up and stuff. So last week, I get a letter. An actual physical letter saying 300-something pounds for gas. This has been sent to a debt collection agency for the outstanding sum that you haven't paid. And I'm there like, at first I thought, like, is it cancel tax? What is it? No, it's the company that I was with, before that.
Yeah.
And I don't even have an account with them anymore. Like, all my old stuff has been paid off. It's been canceled because I don't live in the fucking house. So I phone them up and I'm like, this and that and this and that. It hasn't happened, miscommunication, blah, blah, blah. Please get it sorted. They go, just send us the copy of the contract just to prove that you moved out at that date. Sure. So I sent them the copy of the contract. Yesterday morning, I received an email saying, you still owe us money. In order to make sure that you're liable for this or not liable for it, please send us details of when you moved out and your final meter readings.
Why don't you call the debt collection company first?
Because that's what I did. It's there on my phone first.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, can you speak to the other company, the one that provided me with gas and electric, just to tell them that there's a miscommunication and this shouldn't be happening? Yeah, sure. So then I get the email. I'm like, you clearly didn't speak to them. Like, clearly you're just asking me for all the details that I'm supposed to give you, which I did give them. So now I'm just patiently waiting for whatever stupid thing they come up with next.
So I found the quotes, the really good
You found the Steven Seagal quotes, yes?
Sorry. I am hoping that I can be known as a great writer and an actor someday, rather than a sex symbol. I'm sorry. Let me continue. I have made a lot of mistakes, but I've worked hard. I have no fear of death. More important, I don't fear life. It doesn't work if the bad guy kills his mother's uncle's friend's neighbor's pet dog. You gotta make the stakes high. And the most important seed I can sow in this life is my children, and the love and knowledge that I can bestow upon them, and help I can give them. Yeah, that's why he got killed for rape having a sex slave. Yeah.
Oh, Steven,
yeah,
why are you doing this, Steven? Oh, also, I saw Us.
Oh, yeah. Did you like it?
It was a really good time, yeah. The big exposition dump at the very end was a bit of a pain.
Of course it's a fucking
And
end.
I kind of saw the twist coming, but it's still a good twist. But
not really.
It was acted well. It was... The music was pretty good.
Oh, you mean the constant I got 5 on it by Tinge? What
Yeah,
the fuck was it?
a constant like 12 different remixes of it. Yeah.
Of a one-hit Wonderland group?
It was shot really well. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, the movie looked really good. Let me think. Apart from that, what else did I do? I had ramen on the Friday. I told you that the day before.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good time. I didn't fart like a motherfucker this time. I realized what it was. Every time I have black miso ramen, the burnt garlic.
Yeah.
If I have that, I fart a lot. But if I don't, I don't. So that was a good time. Also, McDonald's Monopoly, I won a McFlurry from that.
Yay.
Yay! When you broke as hell, but McDonald's Monopoly is life.
Gives you a freebie. This should be a cheeseburger.
I got some free drinks as well, but not much. Apart from that, would you like to get into the news?
Okay. Let's get into news. Okay, so let's first start off. I sent you the link. Apparently, the world's most unexpected game in existence, Borderlands 3, is coming to the Epic Games Store.
Yep, for 6 months exclusively or something like that.
Of course, because fuck you, Randy!
God damn it, Randy!
No, it's not goddamn it, it's fuck you, Randy.
Right, I can't put that as the title of the podcast. You realize that, don't you?
Yeah, and he responded to the criticism of them doing that the same manner he responded in that fucking interview about Alien Colonial Marines. It's a 7.5, 8 game. Motherfucker, did you even play that game?
Did you even touch that game, Randy?
But it was high expectations, and then it turns out that he was embezzling money from Aliens Colonial Marines to siphon into Borderlands 2. 10 out of 10, Randy. You fucking asshole. There's a couple of others. I mean, Volvo admitted that they made mistakes. That Artifact has game-breaking mistakes that cannot be fixed.
Yep.
I wonder why.
At least, Volvo is Valve for everybody that doesn't know what it is. Although a lot of people are aware of the meme.
Yeah, and, there's a
Volvo plus fix, please fix Volvo, please.
Volvo, right? So, also, apparently, let me see from last week.
Oh?
There's been a trailer for The Silence.
The what now?
You remember when I told you that there's this movie coming out with, let me see, Stanley Tucci?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a trailer for it. It came out, I don't know, recently. Let's go with recently. It was like sometimes last week.
Okay.
Also, there is this movie called The Dead Don't Die.
Yeah.
Did
I saw the trailer for that. That is one of the stupidest trailers I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to see this film day one.
Same. I mean, I want to just say who's in the cast because
the casting is fucking superb. But go on.
Okay, so let me just Dead Don't Die. I mean, we have Adam Driver, pretty good actor.
Good actor, yeah.
You have Tilda Swinton, because
really
why not? We have Tilda fucking Swinton.
Yeah.
Who plays a fucking ninja with a... I don't know what the fuck she does, but...
She looks like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, but older and crazier.
Yeah. She pulled it off magnificently. You have Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
You have Selena Gomez.
Yes.
You have Bill fucking Murray, because of course you're gonna have... You have Danny Glover.
Yep.
You have Iggy Pop.
Everybody's in this film.
And RZA.
Yay.
It's just, this is the type of stupid shit that I wanna watch.
The trailer looks like it's a fucking SNL skit. You can tell there's budget behind it, but the way it's lit and the way it's shot, it just looks like it's like literally an SNL skit. It's funny as hell.
They just should make it. Also, there is Caleb Landry Jones that played in Get Out as the son.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
He looks okay. I mean,
the ginger dude he plays in 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri as well.
Oh yeah, I watched that movie.
I like that film.
It was decent, but it's kind of jarring to watch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a punch in the gut in a few places, but apart from that,
let me see what else is there. Also, there is apparently there is the Z Nation is gonna get a prequel.
The Z Nation? Why?
I think that the series is pretty good on its own. It's fair enough. And there's also a new Brian De Palma movie.
Yep.
Called Domino.
Yep.
And it's coming out sometime on the end of May.
Oh, is it that soon? I know the trailer's out, I think, but
Yeah, it's gonna be in theaters and on the demand on May 31st, 2019. It just feels. I mean, the synopsis is a world racked by terror and suspicion. Copenhagen police officer Christian seeks justice for his partner's murder by an ISIS member named Imran. On the hunt for the killer, Christian and a fellow cop are unwittingly caught in a cat-and-mouse chase with a duplicitous CIA agent by Guy Pearce of all people, mind you, as fucking Guy Pearce, who's using Imran as a pawn to trap other ISIS members. Soon, Christian is racing against the clock, not only seeking revenge, but to save his own life. It sounds as dumb as shit, but the trailer looks good. Although, I think that they would probably rename the movie.
Domino's not about thingy though. It's not about...
No, but But Domino is also the name of a 2005 movie with Keira Knightley.
Is it?
If you remember, yes.
No, I don't.
With and Mickey Rourke.
Oh God, Mickey.
No, but it's a pretty decent movie. I actually liked it.
Okay.
You've seen it as well. You kind of.
I probably have. It's probably on DM at some point. I've sent you a picture. There's been the first release of Arnold and what he looks like in the new Terminator film.
I don't care.
He looks like Arnold. That's what he looks like.
I just don't care anymore about this. It's just pointless.
Yeah, he looks like Arnold. Another piece of news. Disney and Fox merged, didn't they?
Oh, really? Yep. I kind of missed that one.
The merger happened, but that's besides the point. So after the Disney merger, there's been confirmations that we're getting extra sequels to things. You know, that people thought that never going to happen. So we're obviously getting Avatar. Duh.
Oh, why? That was pretty bad.
We're getting Alien sequels.
Fuck.
Planet of the Apes as well.
That should stay there as well.
Those were the ones that were highlighted for the most part. Also, Kingsman was also cited.
Which one?
Kingsman.
Why? The second one was fucking garbage.
We're getting a third one anyway. It's coming out. It's going to be a prequel set in World War I or something like that.
Why?
I don't know. That's part of the news. We're discussing the news.
That's fucking dumb as bricks.
Yeah,
fuck, what? I mean, the second one was so bad. It was the most uninspired shit I've seen in my entire life.
The second one wasn't... Look, the second one looked like they had a plan to make it for about $50 million or something like that. Then Fox came in and said, here's another 150.
And we
need you to pad out the time, and here's all these actors to draw the movie in. And it feels like a lot of that script was already written when they started it, and they're maybe halfway through, and then Fox said, no, we need more. So they went back and redid a bunch. And I think it would have been a much better movie if they kept it smaller scale, like they did with the first one. Even though they're both about world domination and shit like that, but still.
Okay, so let me just stop you there. If you watch the first one and second one, you notice something right off the bat. First of all, the first movie was really well shot. The transitions between scenes was fucking genius. It was creative. It was really good. The second movie had none of that. Well, the first one had charm and witty humor. The second one had none of that. It's like, motherfucker, just can we have something in this movie? No, we can get a short cameo by, the Channing Tatum, which I honestly thought...
No, it's Channing Tatum, even.
Whatever.
Not Channing Tatum.
If it gets to that, I will apologize to him. He's a good actor. I actually like him.
He's a really good actor. He seems like a really cool dude as well.
Yeah, he looks really amazing, and he acts really well. And he's
such a handsome boy.
Oh, have you seen that sketch with his wife? So there's this American show that's basically it's like lip syncing battle.
I've seen that. Yeah. It's
when his wife does his Magic Mike stuff. It just starts. He's like, why?
I mean, have you seen his wife?
Oh yeah, I have. So he's like, but he was there for like barely 5 minutes, and he did nothing but act like a moron and just leave. And you're like,
yep.
Why?
Nope. But then he dresses up in fucking drag and does it as well. It's great. I've seen that video. It's fucking great.
You have oh god, what was her name? Because I forgot. What was her name? What the fuck's going on? Okay, let me just.
What are you checking? What are we talking about?
The goal is about. No. The Golden Circle. You had Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore was in it, yeah. Who didn't know why she was there.
No one knew why the fuck she was there. She was there just for reasons. You have Colin Firth, who was there because, I don't know, Colin Firth's an amazing actor, but...
They should, to be honest with you, I'm saying they should have kept him dead and maybe have him in flashbacks or something just for the sake of extra, character development. But I don't think they should have brought him back for this one.
Yep.
Because his death meant so much in the first one.
And it was one of the most awesome things in the first movie.
Oh,
and
that whole scene in the fucking church is
so good. And you also, but you end up killing. What was Xy's Roxy? Yeah, they end up killing Roxy.
They killed. Basically, it feels like they had an idea, and then somebody said, "Kill all the main cast before."
Kill all babies.
Yeah.
Kill all babies.
Because Roxy was pretty cool as well, and we should have. And it wasn't like she wasn't a romantic plot. She was just there as a bro to exit. They should have kept her around for the second one. I don't really see why they killed everybody off. The whole scene with Stanley Tucci stepping on the. It's not Stanley Tucci, sorry.
It's not Stanley Tucci. It's Mark Strong.
Mark Strong stepping on the mine and saying like that could have been avoided. That whole scene could have been avoided because clearly you used your ice thing to freeze the mine over. You could have done that anyway and carried on fucking walking instead of.
You know they're gonna fucking bring him back if there is a third movie.
No, it's the third one's a prequel.
Yeah, sure. They'll still bring him back because there's probably they're gonna find this amazing device that's able to bring people back to life. Like, yeah, sure. Thank you, Mark Strong. At least you have the chance to die a meaningful death.
Yeah, a death that would make sense.
I mean, it's so bad. All of it is just, it's not there. There were moments that you could tell. It's like, if they push on, if they literally push on, they could make it. They could make it a really good movie. But nah. I mean, I also felt that Taron Egerton, aka XD, didn't even fucking care about this. Or he was like, let's just continue. The whole last fight scene with the actually amazing.
The last, the one in the bar where they fight Pedro Pascal,
with the absolutely amazing soundtrack. It's just the soundtrack's only good. Even the fighting is not really well done.
It's still not a bad scene.
It's just boring, man.
It's just a lot of that film feels rushed,
empty,
yeah.
It's like pointless.
Right, I'm gonna let you ramp. Right, I'm gonna go get a beer because this tea is just burning my mouth, and I need some alcohol in my life right now.
No, you don't need.
I need alcohol.
Oh, what else is there?
Speaking of that, I'm gonna let you get hype. Another piece of news: we're getting if you go see Shazam in IMAX.
Yeah.
Before Shazam happens in IMAX, you're getting 5 minutes of Godzilla footage. I'll be back in a second.
I know that the Godzilla movie is coming out really soon. I think it was like June, because I saw already the posters. I need to see the Godzilla when it's gonna come out. Because if there is a date, I'd be pretty fucking hyped. Because the thing is, it's absolutely amazing, and it should be good. I hope. Right, so let's see now. King of Monsters, yeah. Godzilla King of Monsters. The release in the UK. Wait, it's 2019 in Russia? What the hell is this?
What's that?
The release date for Godzilla King of Monsters. Because I already saw the posters at the cinema. And it's...
There's already trailers. It says Godzilla Returns May 31st, 2019.
I also saw...
How many films are we getting in the next month and a half or 2 months?
Too many.
We're getting this Friday. Okay, tomorrow we're getting Shazam and Pet Sematary.
No, Pet Sematary came out today.
Shit, did it? Okay, so we got Pet Sematary today. We're getting Shazam tomorrow. We're getting Hellboy the week after, and we're getting Avengers at the end of the month, and then we're getting Godzilla at the end of May.
Yeah, 31st of May, but I think the UK is a bit pushed back.
I wouldn't be surprised. Be bad being on Christmas.
Nah, it's not a Christmas movie, please. Although this Godzilla movie is gonna have Vera Farmiga. God fucking damn it.
Who was Vera Farmiga?
I love her.
Again?
Oh god, she did a lot of movies. I fucking love her.
I'm looking at the article. There's her name. I'll just look it up. But I know who Vera Farmiga is. Yeah.
Yeah. She plays. She's
an Annabelle.
Bates. She plays Norma Bates in the Bates Motel.
Mm-hmm. And she's in the. Oh, she's the lady from The Conjuring. Yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And she's in the Departed.
Oh yeah, the movie that I watched such a long time ago. Then I rewatched it, and I still can't remember what the fuck was it about. I remember that there was Dropkick Murphys there. I'm happy about that.
Yep. Also, David Harbour, the guy playing Hellboy, and the guy from Stranger Things, he's been cast in the Black Widow movie.
Why? Okay, first of all, why are we getting a Black Widow movie?
Because people have been asking for a Black Widow movie for ages.
Fair enough.
And
the thing is,
she's literally... They can make her interesting. They could just make a decent spy film with her as the main character and still make a good film.
Maybe.
I mean, let's face it, Captain America Winter Soldier was essentially a spy conspiracy film, and it wasn't that much of a Captain America film, but it was still great.
No, but the thing is, it made perfect sense because the story on its own holds, and you don't need the superheroes to make it function. But you had the superheroes, which made it more awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Make the Black Widow movie exactly.
But
that.
I'm also pretty sure that Scarlett Johansson cannot carry a movie on her own. I'm 100% she can't do it.
You never know.
I have seen too many of her movies to know that. I mean, the place where I loved her, the one movie I liked Scarlett Johansson the most.
Was it her?
Yes, and she did, and it was only her voice, and it was carried by fucking Joaquin Phoenix.
Speaking of Joaquin Phoenix,
I have not seen that one.
Have you not seen the trailer?
I have not. My Facebook's been going rampant with, oh my god, look at this.
I'm gonna say this: you will like the way he looks, and you like the way he sounds.
Fair enough.
When he laughs, it sounds pretty much like a mix between Mark Hamill and like Jack Nicholson. That's the type of laugh.
Oh, so he pulled your favorite...
So he pulled both my favorite Jokers, yeah.
You know who else did that?
Who?
Your favorite Joker of all time.
Heath Ledger.
Yes.
He didn't exactly pull that off, but...
He pulled all of them, man. All of them.
Did, but I'm still...
He literally carried that whole movie because surprise that motherfucker could not be able to carry a movie on his own.
Do I go over there and smash up your lights? No. Oh, good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. Yeah, I mean it's a decent looking trailer. It doesn't tell you much. You can see both Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne in it. I'll tell you like that.
Who plays Thomas Wayne? Who plays Bruce Wayne?
the Bruce Wayne is just a little kid. Thomas Wayne, I forget the name of the actor, but you see him on the TV at one point. They play him off as like a mentally challenged person. I think he's not the same genius, or he might be just like a hidden genius or something. But they play him as very sympathetic. That's fair enough. They play him as somebody who's very tortured.
Wait, what? It's Brett Cullen? What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, they play him as they said they're pulling a lot from The Killing Joke. And
That's fair enough.
And they're pulling a lot from other sources, but The Killing Joke is the one that they're getting the most info out of.
But
like
the thing
the
is,
whole failed comedian thing.
Yeah, but does that mean we're gonna get a Batman in there?
We're gonna get a 10-year-old Bruce Wayne. I don't think we're gonna get a Batman.
But that would make no sense, because whatever. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, they're saying they're playing on the whole idea of him not liking the social divide between the poor and the rich, so that's why he's gonna start making robberies and shit like that, or somebody. But that's the speculation, as far as I know.
Here's an interesting piece of trivia: Brett Cullen was the congressman in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god! This is
that was supposed to be Alec Baldwin. He was supposed to play Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, it's too bad, because Alec Baldwin would probably make an amazing Thomas Wayne.
He would. To be honest, he really would.
I mean, sure. I think that he can reprise and go and do it at some point later.
Yeah, but
2 years.
I'm kind of, you know what? I'm kind of liking the way DC's going with things, because all these Elseworld stories where they're not connected to anything gives them so much more freedom to do whatever the fuck they want.
Fair enough.
And I'm glad they're going in different directions. Apparently, the new Batman might not even be set modern day. I think it's gonna be set in the 90s or something like that.
Of course it's gonna be in the fucking 90s.
Yeah, well, you never know. Another news: Captain Marvel, that movie that came out.
How much did it bump?
No, it's crossed $1 billion.
Shit.
Yeah, it's gonna cross the $1 billion mark.
But it's gonna
at
do
the
it
global
at
box office.
Yeah, but it's gonna do it at a way slower pace.
I mean, it only came out last month, so it's not that slow.
I think that.
I mean, Aquaman crossed it in 2 weeks, but that was Aquaman. It was one of the most bonkers movies, but.
Yeah, but there's still gonna be probably considered a failure.
Yeah,
because there's a competition about how fast you do it.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the type of markets you're looking at. Because if you go globally 1 billion, and if you do if you do poorly in America and Europe, most people won't give two shits of making a sequel on that one.
Unless it makes money in China. And
yeah, but actually almost all of the movies make money in China. That's like the safe spot.
Yeah, that's also true. That's why fucking Transformers keep getting made, because China.
Because they make money out of it. But what's the point? It's like none of us watch it, all of us hate it, but I don't know.
Also, you remember?
Yeah, the New Mutants. I so fucking forgot about that movie.
Do you remember the movie I talked about last week? The I Trapped the Devil.
Yeah.
It's got a trailer.
Let me just find it. I trapped the devil into the mine. I'll never sing again. Wait, where the fuck is the trailer? Link it.
I'll link you the trailer, not a problem. It looks good. I wouldn't say it looks amazing, but it looks like something I would watch, and I actually really want to watch this film because
this kind of reminds me of it's a horror movie like 2007. It's a found footage one. Because of course it's a found footage. It's actually pretty good. Just give me a second if I manage to find it. It's about, let's see, old woman suffering from dementia. So I think they went with dementia. Horror movie.
I like that. That's a good.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, they're taking Deborah Logan.
I've heard about that.
It's Alzheimer's, but yeah, because
Alzheimer's and dementia are not different, are they?
No, it's different because dementia is not a sickness. Dementia is a symptom of a sickness.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically saying like you have dementia, the same as like, oh, you have a symptom of something and we don't know what the fuck it is.
See, that's why I have you around to say the smart things.
It's occasionally.
About once a week.
Yeah, but the movie is actually not. It's 2014, but yeah, you get that. It's pretty old.
Okay.
It's a pretty good movie, and it has Jill Larson playing Deborah Logan. And Jill Larson was in good movies, in Shutter Island even.
I really like Shutter Island.
Shutter Island was okay. I didn't particularly think it was amazing.
Speaking
but it was
of
decent.
Good movies and having her fingers crossed for movies being good, the new Dune.
Yeah, what about it?
It has started shooting.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I also saw the latest trailer for Hellboy.
Have you? How does it look?
It looks too much.
Is it too much? That's good.
No. I mean, this is the thing. It's like you have this inner feeling. Well, first of all, I want to say that the soundtrack they used for the trailer was how should I put it? Trailerified music.
Questionable.
No, it's trailerified. Because it has to ramp up to sound epic.
Oh, right.
For the trailers, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking. The stingers and the
It's the trailerified version of Smoke on the Water, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I mean,
I think I might have seen that trailer actually.
Yeah, it's the music. I prefer the original, but I get what they're going for. It kind of worked. Although when you know it's Smoke on the Water, like why the fuck didn't you just use Smoke on the Water? You six sons of bitches.
Yeah.
But it looks too much. I think either they revealed too much, or the movie's just gonna go into that.
Look, all I care about is that we're getting the chicken house. That is literally all I care about. I want to see the house with the chicken legs run around and hopefully punt Hellboy across the forest. That's the bit I'm hoping for the most.
I think it's gonna go to the Last Witch Hunter route, which I fucking despise.
I've not seen that film. I remember seeing it when that's a fake beard, and I didn't watch it.
The Last Witch Hunter is with Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
imagine that one.
Vin
who plays
Petrol,
a D&D character.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, like, when we watched the trailer with Vesco, he was like, "Oh, this is Vin Diesel. This looks actually semi-decent." I was like,
No.
"This is no, no." I was like, "This
You
is
can
gonna
tell
suck."
his beard is fake in the trailer.
I don't think he had a beard.
He
Actually, no,
did. There's a bit where he has a fucking beard and it looks fake as shit.
I mean, fair enough. He can't grow a beard.
It's not about growing one. It's the fact that whatever they put on him looked like they skinned a rabbit and stapled it to his face.
Would you like to pay 200 million for CGI removal of mustache?
Don't get me started with that. Because speaking of that mustache, apparently the Snyder cut is real, and Snyder's been showing it to people.
Yeah, I know, and who the fuck gives a shit? Because it's 3.5 hour movie of nothing.
I don't care. I actually kind of want to see it just for the sake of seeing the mustache.
Yeah, so the last Witch Hunter, the trailer showed a lot of things, a lot of not bad looking CGI, but it's just decent stuff. The movie, literally, if you take all of the scenes from the trailer and put in the movie, that's as much as you get from the mythological part of a movie called The Last Witch Hunter. And I think that Hellboy has the real problem of going into that place. We have a werewolf, you're probably gonna see him twice and he goes away. Sorry, not a werewolf, there's a Aztec one when he turns into a tiger.
The Jaguar. That's one of his allies.
Yeah, no, but he's probably gonna see him like twice. He's gonna fuck off. He's gonna ride the dragon like literally out of nowhere, and he's gonna it exists. The usual shit. It looks cool for a trailer, but for a movie, you really need to show this shit more often because we expect to see it more often.
I mean, they have the World Eater Angel things wrecking London. That looked decent.
No, the movie looks decent, because it.
And it was it part of it was shot in Bulgaria as well, wasn't it?
And the special effects are made in Buyana.
Oh, the actual special effects are made in Bulgaria. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was actually shot.
No, because it's pretty cheap to do them in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
See, there was this movie.
They're not bad looking special effects either.
Yeah, they're never bad. So give me a second. There was this movie with Ryan Reynolds in it. Came out like fucking 4 years ago or some shit.
BRPD?
No. I mean an actually good movie.
BRPD was fun. Come on.
No, it was fucking terrible.
It wasn't that bad.
I mean, it's
it had Jeff Bridges talking about skull fucking in a PG-13
so bad film. That even the fucking Ryan Reynolds admits that it was fucking horrendous. It's that bad. Right, so let me just find it. It was... was it Criminal? No, it wasn't Criminal. What? It was... God damn it. Get him with... No. Oh, The Hitman's Bodyguard. Yeah, The Hitman's Bodyguard.
That's on Netflix, by the way. I actually want to see it.
Yeah, the special effects are made in Bulgaria, and parts of it are filmed in Bulgaria as well.
All right, because it's set in Amsterdam, isn't it, or something like that?
Oh no, they start off with Manchester.
No,
you can't make this shit up. I was like, oof, that's a good one. No, but the movie's really good.
That's a doozy. Yeah, the trailer looks really good, and you get to hear Samuel Jackson say "motherfucker" quite a bit.
That's pretty much why everybody just cast
for the sake of saying "motherfucker." Yeah,
he's just. Really? I mean, he's not a bad actor. But he's
a good actor.
He's typecast at this point. His type is saying "motherfucker" and just bring us money. Yeah. And Gary Oldman plays Vladislav Dukovic.
Oh, so he does the Reznov. He does his Reznov character from the Black Ops games, but in a film.
Oh, it was glorious.
Was he chewing the scenery as much as I think he does?
As far as I remember, the whole movie was just dumb fun, illogical dumb fun.
And Gary Oldman chewing the scenery, I'll take it. I'll watch it maybe in a couple of tomorrow.
I do suggest you watch it. It's not a bad movie. It's actually pretty decent. But yeah,
I know it struggles with tone. That's what most reviews said. But apart from that, people said it was just dumb fun.
I don't know what the fuck do people talk about when they say tone? What would be the tone of a dumb movie where a guy literally starts becoming a bodyguard of his new client who's a hitman and he goes to testify in the international crime court? What tone do you expect?
I don't know.
What fucking tone?
I don't know. That's what the reviews said. That's all.
It's one of those,
you know how I said about the Disney merger and stuff?
Yeah.
Disney has confirmed that the New Mutants are getting a theatrical release of the film.
Fair enough. It's been about fucking 2 years too late at this point.
Disney confirmed at CinemaCon 2019 that the New Mutants film from 21st Century Fox will still receive a theatrical release this year. I'm trying to see anything about a date. The New Mutants' most recent official release date is August 2nd, 2019, though the tentative date appears to be highly unlikely considering Disney's recent acquisition of Fox. So, it was scheduled for last August, and then it got pushed to this August, but I'm not even sure when it's going to come out. They have said it's coming out, which is good. I actually want to see that film because it went in a completely different direction. But, you never know. See how it goes.
You know who was born today?
Who was born today?
Heath Ledger.
Oh, God damn
Yeah.
it.
We can't talk about fucking
The
Batman
Joker.
stuff with.
Is that why they put the trailer out so recent? Because it was his birthday?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with maybe. I don't think they did it on purpose. I don't think they even cared as much.
Maybe a coinkydink, but
it's a weird one.
Yeah.
But if they did it for his memory, that's good. I like that.
Oh, wait a second. I'm on the IGN website right now, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's the fucking thing here. It's just scrolling at the top. And I'm gonna read these as they come along.
Okay.
The Cowboy Bebop film.
Oh God, what about it?
There's a video going on up here. Oh, for God's sake! Can I come back somehow to this? 1 sec.
No, it's the IGN.
Boy, it is IGN, true, but Cowboy Bebop, because I saw the casting.
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboy Bebop. So, Cowboy Bebop is the live-action Netflix series that's going to be coming out.
Fuck.
Okay, John Cho. Do you know who John Cho is?
Let me just double check before I start hurling insults.
John Cho is going to be playing Spike.
Why?
Mustafa.
Wait, why the fuck are they thinking? Who's playing? Okay, continue.
Mustafa Shakir, I think, is going to play. I forget his name. You get Daniela.
Fair enough.
Daniela Pineda. She's probably playing. I forgot the girl's name as well.
This is not gonna work.
You never know.
First of all, you need an actual martial artist to play fucking Spike.
He might be a martial artist. You never know.
He also needs to be proficient in Jeet Kune Do. He's not. I can tell that much for certain.
And Alex Hassel. I'm not sure who he's playing. I think he's playing the villain.
Because episodic weekly show about fucking flavored villains needs a one villain. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really fucking bad.
Yeah, Shakir's gonna play Jet Black.
Okay, I'm okay with that one. He looks really good. I think he fits the narrative.
Yeah, Pineda will play Faye.
Although,
yeah.
let me just see exactly how, because he needs to be buff as fuck, man. He needs to be fucking just ripped as shit.
Jet Black is a big boy.
No, yeah.
Also, Hassel is playing on The Boys. He's gonna play Vicious in the show. So
okay, he looks a little bit too lean for what he's trying to pull. But if he puts muscle mass, I can see it working.
Imagine Terry Crews as Jet Black.
No,
what?
I mean
he's a big boy.
Yeah, but you know that he's gonna do his usual shtick.
Yeah, true. Also, Mustafa Shakir kind of looks like Jet Black, so.
I mean, he kind of looks, but he needs to put a lot of muscle mass.
No, I'm saying his facial structure is pretty similar, like the whole angular sort of. If they give him like the proper sideburns like he has in the show.
I mean, yeah, I like that.
To be honest, John Cho looks quite a bit like Spike if they just give him the big hair.
Except that he needs to be a Jeet Kune Do proficient.
And he needs to. Isn't Spike like tall and lanky as well?
Yes. Incredibly, he's taller and lankier, and he's based off fucking Bruce Lee. That's why it's Jeet Kune Do. And when you rewatch the fucking anime, and the art direction you see on the fight scenes, you understand why it's so fucking liked, because it's amazing. And that's the problem, because you have these really extended fight scenes that take a little bit of Jackie Chan in them, and a lot of Bruce Lee and the fighting. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fuck that one up. And it's gonna be people just, throwing left, right, and center, just haymakers, the usual shit. And I'll be like, oh, fuck's sake.
I mean, Netflix has proven that they can do martial arts and they can do like decent
Which
fight
movie?
scenes. No, I'm not saying movies. I'm saying Daredevil.
Fuck that. Daredevil was mediocrity at best.
No, but I'm saying they've proven they can do it. So you never know if they get a better choreographer or a better director or something. They could pull it off.
Yeah, when you say Daredevil, let me remind you that Iron Fist is still a thing. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage as well. And mind you, that fucking Daredevil is dead. I mean, this whole series died at
Everything
season 2.
is dead.
And the Punisher is
They've all
just
been
a fucking
cancelled.
Of course, because they're fucking bad. They were always bad. Yeah. It's like, remember when I told you when we first watched that, I was like, this is the same shit as the Ben Affleck one, but it's on Netflix. And it's not Ben Affleck and it, who played Elektra? I thought Jennifer Gardner. And I was like,
my name is Electra Nachos. Liar!
And you're like, okay, so people were complaining back then that Ben Affleck played they were like, so now
he
now
didn't
getting
play
the same
him
shit.
that bad.
No, he played him. He played him decently. I think.
I'm still saying that film isn't that bad for its time.
No, but it was dark and edgy, and everybody hated it.
All the movies at that time were dark and edgy, for fuck's sake. It was the year of Batman Begins as well. So all the movies from that year were all dark and edgy.
But they were dark and edgy, and they didn't want the fucking blind guy that goes on Avengers.
You had Colin Farrell chewing the scenery, and Michael Clark Duncan chewing the scenery as well.
So people fucking like the new Daredevil that was darker and edgier. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake! But the new Daredevil had Rosario Dawson. I fucking love Rosario Dawson.
Anything she's in, I will watch. Even for the sake of watching just her, that's how it goes.
Right. Yep, same. I can't complain. Yep. Rosario Dawson's amazing.
Same as the reason why I watch Riverdale is for the lady that plays the mayor right now, Veronica's mom.
I haven't kept up with Riverdale since season 2.
You've not missed much. It's still shit, but it's such a good time. I can't even explain it.
I think I lost it at when they sent the artsy guy, the you know, the one that ended up dating the. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Who?
You know the four. It was Archie, Veronica, and the other two, the blonde and the guy.
Jughead and.
Yeah, Jughead.
Yeah.
I always thought his name was Junkhead. Junk.
Junkhead.
Yeah, so it was like so when they sent Jughead to not obviously high society school to the miserable miscreants in the other part of the town because.
Any reason to give me to watch Marisol Nichols in a show? I will watch her do anything. I don't mind. She can do no harm in my eyes.
Mädchen. Did they really fucking call him Mädchen? Mädchen,
yeah.
Mädchen. I'm sorry. I'm doing the Rammstein because the Rammstein is fucking hilarious. For those that don't know Rammstein, when they sing their songs, they don't use proper fucking German.
They use Berlin German, which is like a weird fucking accent, accented with certain...
I've been to Berlin. No one fucking says "ich."
A lot of them do. A lot of people do.
I was in fucking... Okay, I don't count Stuttgart because they didn't speak fucking German there as far as I know.
Stuttgart is a different... It's a different city in itself.
I literally didn't understand a single thing they were telling me. I thought they were speaking German, but they weren't. It's like... It's not exactly German. It's some fucking garbled mess of things that...
It's the same as going to Blagoevgrad and expecting Bulgarian. You know what I mean?
No, I went there. I had no trouble. But no, the thing is, like, when I talk to other German people, they're like, oh, you were in Stuttgart? It's like, yeah, I had trouble understanding German. It's like, it's fine. We also have trouble understanding Stuttgart German. Like, but, I mean, there was this guy that was, the guy at the hotel, I think he was the owner, let's go with that one. He was talking to me for like 15 minutes of which I understood 5 words. I mean, he was asking me if I'm not German or at least something German.
Danke, like, bitte.
Motherfucker, I can barely speak the language.
And you're there like, laut und deutlich, bitte.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, was du da gesagt hast.
Bitte sprichst du laut und deutlich?
Und deutlich? Okay, so whatever. Let's not go down.
Yeah. So last week.
Yes.
I had given you a Dario Argento inspired film. Yes.
No, wait. The week before that, I gave you you gave me a Dario Argento.
That's what I'm saying. And so you thought, do you know what? I too will give you films. Of course. And you gave me 2 Dario Argento films produced by him. and written by him.
No, written. I think this is only the second one. Oh, the first one's produced.
No, they're both produced and written by him.
Ooh, that's so
both directed by Lamberto Bava and written by Lamberto Bava as well.
Hey, it's a cool.
Yeah, these are both past exploitation films at the end of the past exploitation era. So, because that era sort of ends early 80s, and these are both from like the mid to late 80s. And they're both called Demons or Demoni. It's Demons and Demons 2, one from 85, one from 86, released 86 and 87. And they're both about a group of people that end up in a place that gets invaded somehow by demons. Both of them have the same cast in places, and it was very jarring seeing the second film with the same cast in different... It feels like they kind of shot the films back to back.
It kind of is. It's not though, because
because like the security guard for the building, and the second one is the cokehead from the first one. Let's just not get into this. So the first one is a bunch of people are being given these flyers to go see a free film.
Yep.
In one of the most awesome movie theaters I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
I want to work at that theater just for the sake of the fucking decor.
Yep.
And a lady cuts her face. She becomes a demon, and she starts spreading the infection by the moment you get scratched by the demon, you become a demon yourself.
There is this very it's kind of like zombies, but the thing is, it closely goes to Dead Alive, rather than
it's closer to Dead Alive than it is to The Living Dead.
Yes,
kinda. It's more like that. What's that film called that Peter Jackson made?
No, you're thinking about something Peter Jackson did.
Peter Jackson made a zombie film. The one you and I watched with the one with the fucking.
No, Peter Jackson was behind the one with Robert Englund. You're thinking about that one, but I was in space, and this was the earlier when he made all of it, using what the fuck was.
We're talking about Brain Dead.
Oh yeah, Brain Dead, but
it reminds me of Brain Dead.
I mean, Dead Alive.
But it also reminds you of Brain Dead in the way that the infected function.
Yeah.
It's like the whole idea of, it is called Dead Alive.
Yeah,
but it's also called Brain Dead.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the same notion of you get infected, but you still keep some consciousness in yourself.
Nah.
That's more in the second one than it is in the first one.
No, the thing is like it's more like you get possessed.
What just happened? Did you go on your phone?
Yes, because I need to go out for a smoke.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I bought myself Risk of Rain 2.
Oh shit! Is it any good?
Yes, it is.
Do you want me to get it so we can play co-op?
Yes, we should.
I shall check it on Steam right now to see how much it is. Oh, it's not bad. Not a bad price.
I mean, I kind of missed.
I promised somebody to play Dead by Daylight with them.
Oh, why would
I
you
need
do
to
that?
get that as well because apparently, it's $7.49 right now. That's getting bought.
Okay, there's this other thing. It's so let's get back to the possession. It's more like it's kind of the middle ground. It spreads like a disease, but it's still possession.
Okay.
And the way it works, it's like
it's a possession film that sort of,
works with disease.
Yeah.
Because you remember in the first movie at the end when one of the main girls, second one, not the main one, gets possessed. She is possessed by an actual one that goes like, "Where am I? What is this? What year is this?" You're like, wait, what? The fuck is this shit now?
I think it gets elaborated more in the later films, but we've not seen that.
No. I mean, after the second movie, the other some, let's call him that, I have nothing to do with this. It's basically the one from the second movie. I forgot her name. The bratty bitch.
There's too many bratty bitches in the second one.
No, the one with the party. The one that has her birthday party that ends up being the first possessed.
Oh, the one that gets infected by the TV, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's like the main antagonist of the whole series after this point.
Oh shit, okay. Because she's like very hard to kill.
No, I think that they just made it so because they had no idea. Because the second one is more like
slasher movie in the house where it's only like her, maybe one other dude.
But yeah, so all these colorful characters go to this theater in the first one to watch a film about demons.
Yeah.
And the lady that gets infected she's there with the, how can I put it? With the blackest man to ever black.
No, his name is Bob Rold. I fucking love the guy. He's amazing.
I know, but in that film, he is genuinely the blackest man to ever black. He's a pimp. He speaks like a pimp. He says pimp things.
I mean,
and I love him to bits.
I mean, he's also the smartest person in that whole place. Imagine that one.
He's the whole time, he's like, we need to stay together. We need to barricade the doors. Come on, come with me. We need to do this. We need to do that. And he's literally the only one that acts both on instinct and with logic.
Yes, imagine that. I mean, and people complaining that the 80s were the racist to black people. No, they weren't. He just
also, why bring a blind man to a movie?
I don't know. That's probably for the lulz.
Because there's a lady there with a blind man who is her uncle, and she takes him to the movie, and he's like,
"That's his daughter."
No, it's the uncle. He says, "She's my niece. She's my baby" when she gets killed. But also then a very very weird balding man sits next to them, and she goes to fuck the bald man while her blind uncle is there to watch the film.
I mean, I think the biggest problem stands that the movie is dubbed over, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's dubbed over, but because it's a spaghetti film, so it's gonna be dubbed over.
So I presume that the original cut with the Italian explains this shit better, but I don't know Italian, and I'm not gonna bother finding the original cut.
Yeah, I don't have my cousin. I don't have my cousin to sit next to me to like translate everything they're saying.
And hold your hand and say like. So they're going into the place and they're...
I'll just call Vito from work, like, Vito, come to mine, and we will watch an Italian film, and I need you to translate every single word.
Yeah, he'd be pissed.
Yeah, he won't be happy at all. He'd be like, Vito, it's a Dario Argento film, I swear.
So what? You want me here just as a go dictionary? Fuck you. Fuck you.
But they're both basically films about the infection of the demons, and there's no solution to how to stop the demons at all. There's some really... Yeah, but you can't even kill some of them. Some really, really, really good practical effects for an 80s Italian film. Like, they're not the best, but there's some really good transformation sequences where, teeth get repaired with new teeth.
Yep.
And
the soundtrack to the first movie.
The soundtrack to the first film is the biggest highlight of the film, I think. Because it includes such people as Billy Idol, fucking Saxon, and Scorpions.
And Accept. You forgot fucking Accept.
Like, Saxon are the ones that play that very, like, thrashy, sort of very quick track at the end, and at the start as well. Because at the end of the first one, when it's just the main girl and the guy left... There's at the start of the film in the cinema, there's like a little like art piece that is a man sitting on a motorbike with a katana.
Oh no, that's Accept.
Is that Accept? So Saxon's before that when they're trying to run away.
Yeah, that's Accept. That's Fast as a Shark by Accept. Fast as a shark.
So it's the first. The first one is Saxon then, but so they go. So the film ends with him jumping on the bike, with her on the bike with him, and he just rummages and rides the bike through the movie theater with a katana in his hand, slicing up demons, with fucking Accept playing in the background.
Yeah, I told you that this shit probably... I was like, I'm pretty sure they didn't have they couldn't use the songs. They didn't have the permissions, but I still did, because fuck you, that's
somehow they did. But that it's one of those films that I'm trying to talk about and try and make sense of what I'm saying,
but it doesn't, because you need to watch it, because
you need to watch it because it's just switch your brain off and watch people get mutilated in a very fun sort of... It's bloody and gory, but not in the sense that you look at it and you go, ugh. You're just looking at it and you're just clapping. That's what it is. Because you can tell that it was a lot of effort and a lot of love put into this film.
Yep.
The story is bare bones. There's no explanation about where the demons are coming from. There's no explanation. There's just this mask, and it's somehow linked with the mask. Then all of a sudden it turns out that the infection is spread throughout the city. A fucking helicopter crashes through the roof. The main guy gets stabbed because when the or scratched, I should say, because when the demon scratches you, you become a demon. But for whatever reason, he does not become one. And they get on this car and they're riding away into the sunset or into the nighttime with like one of the worst child actors I've ever seen in my life. But overall, the whole film is literally just they get into the theater, some bullshit happens, and the demons show up. And it's a lot of just running around, getting killed, killing, it's just...
people doing... Oh, there was this one scene that they were trying to claw out of, because they're always locked in these places.
Yeah.
And they were able to break through a wall and end up inside the movie. It was like, ooh, spooky.
There's the whole implication that it's the movie that's spreading the disease, but there's also this guy dressed like the Phantom of the Opera who is also there for some reason, and then he gets impaled, and no resolution at all. It's literally just characters show up in this film to die, and they try and like build it in a little bit, like they try and like give you something to latch onto, to like, you know, appreciate these characters and be like, oh, I like you know, these people are cool, or they're innocent. No, they're all idiots. The main girl's like super. The main girl though, she's something, but she's hot. But
she died.
It's an Italian. She doesn't in the first one.
No. Oh, in the first one she does.
No. It's her. It's her and the guy in the end that get in the car.
There is an additional scene where apparently she got scratched. She turns into a demon, and the child just blows her out.
Okay, I didn't get that because I watched it on YouTube. So, also both of these are on YouTube. You don't need Netflix. You don't need to look them up on some sort of website. You don't need to get them on VHS or whatever. They're both on YouTube. So you can easily watch them.
Thing is though, the YouTube quality is so fucking bad, because I remember watching
the first one. The first one's pretty good. The first one's spot on.
The second one though, ugh.
The second one, there's two versions. One's in Italian that I started watching and went, no. So I just put it on the English one, which the quality wasn't great, but still watched it.
Oh, and the worst thing about it is, you know what? My subtitles were in fucking Spanish.
Sí.
Fuck you. Sí, mi amor. Dios. Like, what was that when she said, "Oh my God"? It's like
Dios mío.
No.
It is Dios mío.
No, something else. Something Deus. Not even Dios.
Oh, that's the same one I watched.
Yeah, it was like,
Deus
so
mío.
Was it Spanish? I think.
I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. I can't remember anyway. But that's the first one, really. It's just a lot of dumb shit happening, and it's a great time, and I was literally laughing the whole way through. And I greatly appreciate you giving me this film. It was really, how can I put it? It was a top-of-the-line, you know, it was like really good cake frosting on a kind of crappy cake. But it was
the best cake.
This is the best type of cake. So the second one, it's pretty much the same film, except it takes place in like a block of flats where a bunch of rich people live, or kind of relatively rich. Also, apart from these demons this time, they come out from the TV, and they have kind of evolved because some of them can speak.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them can like
imitate normal human speech.
Yeah, a little kid gets infected, and he bursts into this lady's room. Also, a dog becomes a demon just by I think this time just the blood can touch you and you can become a demon. And their blood is all of a sudden fucking acid, and it's melting things away.
and we have fucking Bob Root representing his role. This time he's a fitness junkie.
The blackest black man is the fitness instructor in the gym on the very bottom.
He's the whitest white man. Technically, he literally went from the blackest black man to the whitest white man.
He's still like the coolest guy in the film. He's still like, come on, everybody, barricade the doors, get the fire ready, get some alcohol, put a tissue in the alcohol, burn it to make a bomb. It's like, oh, jeez, where'd you know all these things from?
He literally turned into the whitest man in cinema.
Yep. But it's still like this one's a lot more. It doesn't hit you over the head as much, and this one like starts. Within 10 minutes, first demon shows up, and it's this lady at her birthday party.
Yeah, the same one that's gonna become the main antagonist of the series.
But it's at this birthday party, she literally becomes the demon, goes out. They don't know she's a demon yet. Blows her candles out, and within a second, she's pretty much infected everybody in the fucking room. So from that point on, it's this mob of at least 20 fucking demon people running around the block. Is the funniest thing ever.
Her name is Sally.
Yeah, it is Sally. Yeah.
And by the way, Bob Rode's name in the second movie is Hank.
Fucking Hank.
I swear, that's just actually the whitest name in the man in the fitness you ever fucking find. Hank. You might have been fucking child at this point.
All you wanna do is ride around silent.
Well, but there is also a lot more to do because the second movie.
The second one gets very inventive with the way things happen.
Yeah, and I fucking love that whole moment where she's like, where Hank, Bob goes and he's like, yeah, here, use this. How do I use this? And he's like, read the instructions. Like,
yeah, what was it? I think it was a fire extinguisher or something like that.
Yeah, fire extinguisher. He's like,
how does this work? There's instructions on the side.
You read the instructions. He was like, that's probably the smartest thing anyone has ever said in quite some time.
And the whole time he's like rallying people together, and he's getting them all to like get around the cars, push the cars over to block the demons from coming out of the building.
We should have Bob Rode for president 2020. Make Bob Rode president.
Speaking of that, the kid that gets infected, yes. So this little boy, he gets infected. He becomes a demon.
Yes.
And at one point falls over.
Yeah.
And the whole film just becomes, what's their name? The ones that you shouldn't feed after midnight.
Gremlins?
The movie just becomes Gremlins, yeah. Because a fucking gremlin demon, a non-hairy gremlin demon, pops out of his stomach a la Alien. And it's one of the worst puppets I've ever seen, but it's so endearing to watch. Because there's this lady trying to act against this thing. And she's trying her best to, like, not laugh, but she's clearly in stitches looking at this thing. Because it just looks stupid. But it's great. Like, let me try and put it up on the screen, on the Twitch stream.
Here's the thing. Gremlins came out in 1984.
I know. But it just looks so stupid. Like, the kid himself looked creepy as fuck. The way he looked. But then you get that little one. The little thing that pops out.
And he barely fucking killed for some reason.
Yeah, there he is. Then again, what was it? He got impaled with a fucking umbrella through the wall.
Yeah. Oh, can't remember. Right, back to the fire extinguishers. I also loved how the guy who can't literally read, what's the English word for this inability to read? When you have to
illiterate.
I mean, it's not exactly illiterate. He just takes his time reading every word like he has tissues.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you... I don't know. So he was like, oh, you're all muscles and no brain, fucking idiot. He was like, you idiot. And you're like, God fucking damn it, Bob.
Bob, you fucking legend.
I just... Oh, God. But yeah, it's certainly goes from the blackest black man alive to the
whitest white man alive. Yeah, it's one of the funniest things I've ever watched, and I love. I think I like the second one slightly more than the first because it's a lot more inventive.
Yeah, it is. It's like literally Gremlins 1 and 2.
Okay, I have put up the image of the creature.
Bob Rode's character name, the first one's Tony. How could I forget it's Tony?
He's the pimp in the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean,
I have put up the picture of the child demon on the Twitch. If you don't mind checking for me, but it is one of the funniest looking things I've ever seen. Just look at him. Look at those bright green eyes.
Thank you. I would like 4 of them.
I'll take 7. Yeah, exactly.
It's like that little kitty I showed you in the Transformers suit. I would like several of these.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take 7, please. It's again, this one has a lot more character interaction, which I also appreciate. There's a lot of characters stuck together in rooms, and a lot of people trying to like communicate with each other and shit like that. While this whole mob of demons, clearly like controlled by Sally, because she was the one in charge. You can really tell.
Yeah, because she was just literally going like.
Yeah.
She was at the direction. There you go like.
Yep, and she would point, and everybody would run in that direction. It was very very well executed. Also, the makeup job on her, especially.
I mean, all of them had a decent makeup job.
True. It's pretty good, pretty good. I'll give them that. It's all really well made. Like, there's some really good looking shots in both films, and they're both colorful as hell.
And the second one, because it's so fucking dark, let's go with it.
But they're both neon filled, and there's a lot of pink and a lot of blue.
Oh, by the way,
well, nowadays when we're talking about horror films, you don't get that. It's usually muddy or it's gray.
Yeah. By the way, Bob Rowe did stunts for Leviathan. Huh. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Bob Rowe. You're a fucking treasure.
Bob Rowe, you fucking treasure. So, yeah, I actually enjoyed both of these films thoroughly. And I was in stitches many, many times watching some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, especially in the end of the second movie where they go into the cinema from the first movie. And
they go... No, it wasn't the cinema. It was a TV studio that looked like the cinema. And it turned out that TV studio was the one projecting the whole thing about... Because it was filming them. It's very meta, yeah. And then they break all the TVs, and the lady shows up, and they escape, and they give each other a kiss, and she gives birth in the middle of the fucking thing.
Because of course, no thing would be is the CW way forced drama done way before the CW was a thing.
the baby is about to be born. Oh no!
I was kind of surprised because I was expecting the baby to be a goddamn demon for some reason.
I expected that too, to be honest. Also, the fucking power goes out, yeah, and the instructor goes, "Okay, everybody." Ooh, excuse me, I had a burpee. Everybody, let's leave. We can't be here. We're not. The power's out. Let's not stay here. And a couple of guys just carry on fucking pumping, and he goes, "You two, come with me." And they kind of looks at him and goes, "You're pumping. It's okay," and just walks out and just leaves them to work out. And they're still working out when the outbreak's going on. There's like noises and people dying, and there's this guy just going,
Bro.
And then they get killed in some of the most creative ways with the gym equipment. It's fucking great.
No pain, no gains. Remember, no pain, no gain.
It's great. It's so great.
Fuck your zombie apocalypse. I got my sets to do, bro.
Bobby Rhodes riling the people together and telling them what to do and making sure everything's running smoothly and teaching them how to make Molotov cocktails because he knows how to do that for whatever reason.
I mean, it's not like it's fucking rocket science to make a Molotov cocktail, but hey,
it's not. But for a civilian, it's
I mean, you have to use your fucking brain, and apparently Bob Rhodes has a brain, and everyone else doesn't.
It's literally like, apart from him, and like it's him in the first one, and like the one main dude.
Yeah. I mean, the first movie is like, because they're on the second part of the theater on the balcony, and they get attacked from the balcony itself, and Bob Rhodes is like, "You fool, just keep watching. If they don't come back up." You're like, "Oh my god, people actually reactionary to this shit." Ooh, thank you. You're a smart boy, best boy.
Yep. Again, both films are very enjoyable, and I highly recommend them to anybody that wants to just switch their brain off and watch a dumb pasta film about a bunch of demons coming out of the walls.
And the most amazing black character ever created in the history of humanity.
Well, we can talk about him, but we can also talk about the guy from the Night of the Living Dead.
No, because he's more of a caricature.
Yeah, he's a caricature, but he's also a fun caricature because he shouts a lot. It's great.
I mean, but he's also abusive. He's also violent. He obviously treats women like shit, and Bob Rhodes never did that, actually. That's the funny thing. Even as a pimp, he never mistreated his women.
No, because he forgot the talcum powder at home. Hey-oh!
I mean, it's so
that was horrible. I apologize. Yeah, I guess, but still. Yeah, if you if you enjoy dumb flicks, you would enjoy these two, because there's not that much brain behind them, Like, so if you watch Suspiria, there's a lot going on behind the scenes of that film. You can clearly tell it's a mystery for you to unravel. While these are literally, demons are here. Boom.
Fuck.
boom.
He's like,
Everybody
demons
run. Yeah, that's literally all it is. And for that, I appreciate these films quite a bit.
And it's like, demons are here. And in typical Bulgarian fashion, he pushed knock the bag on lap.
Exactly. That's all it is. It's just a wild. It's just a lot of running. It's a wild chase, and it's a lot of blood.
Technically, the Hackety Saxon behind it is like, it still makes sense. It's the same shit.
So, I'm supposed to give you a film.
Yes. Which travesty would you give it to watch?
And I'm not going to give you a travesty, because you gave me really enjoyable films.
As always.
And you gave me horror films. Mm-hmm. And I recently watched something that I hadn't seen in ages, and I don't think I'd ever seen before that. It's also a horror film.
Which one?
A very character-driven horror film.
Okay.
It's a little Korean film.
Okay.
It's called Train to Busan.
Oh, I know it. It's the zombie.
It's the zombie one on the train. Yes.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Fucking Metro, the new Metro Exodus.
It does, but also it's one of the best zombie films. One of the best films I've ever seen.
There was this Korean horror movie. It's found footage. It came out like 2017, maybe 2018.
The Koreans know what they're doing, man.
I mean, no, for us, it seems like they know what they're doing because we are not exposed to the
Korean cinema
brand.
at all. Yeah.
I mean, not even Korean cinema, their style of horror movies. Because basically, because we grew up watching Western cinema, and a lot of the horror we see is done in a very specific way.
Yeah, it's a lot of hit you over the head horror. While Korean is it's kind of subdued, but it's also like very cerebral in the way it's made.
I mean, this is lately. I mean, usually we started off with having really atmospheric horror movies, the Hammer ones, which by the way reminds me, this is I understood why I liked so much Hammer horror movies.
Hammer, great.
Yeah, because I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was a little child.
That's why I like Sleepy Hollow by Tim Burton so much, because it's essentially a Hammer horror film but with a bigger budget.
Because he kind of fucks it up in the last act and makes so much literally makes no sense.
But it's still a Hammer horror film, and even in the way it's shot and the way it looks, even the color of the blood looks exactly like a Dracula film from the 60s.
Kinda, but not as such, because if you can polish that movie and make it into a real Hammer movie, and it's gonna be good, but you need to fix the story. The story had glaring fucking issues. Oh my god, it's like when he goes to the goddamn tree, and there's all the heads, the knight. Oh, what the fuck was his name? What? The fuck? The guy.
I don't know.
I mean, the guy that. Give me a second. Fuck's sake. Sleepy, Hollow. Okay. Ichabod Crane, whatever. Oh, the Headless Horseman. Yeah, the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman, the stores
was played by Christopher Walken.
Yeah, I know.
That's all you need to know.
I know. That's probably one of the most. But no, the idea is like, and they show that scene, and it looks fucking terrifying. And it's never fucking referenced again. It's just, and it goes downhill from there because nothing comes even close to the suspense and the stuff that goes up to that point. It just goes downhill. And Hammer movies usually go in upwards here. It starts off,
It starts off very slow, and then it ramps up quite a bit.
And this is like the reverse of it. You literally, if you watch like the first half of the movie, it's good. If you watch the second half of the movie, like, no, that's bad.
But then it ramps up at the end again. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I remember the end being fucking garbage.
It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's still better than most things that are coming.
Yeah, but and when you see I've seen as well non-Hollywood style horror movies. European a lot. I've seen a lot of recently. I've been seeing a lot of Japanese and Korean horror movies. I can tell that
again, very cerebral, very calculated in the way they make them as well.
There's also Tetsuo. If you have watched Tetsuo,
Tetsuo is great.
Yep, Tetsuo is great.
But it also kind of fucks you in the head, like most of their films.
I mean, there was also this Japanese horror movie that I can't find for some. It's about a crew that goes to investigate ghosts. Of course, it's always fucking ghosts. And ghosts in the Japanese mythology function in a very different way.
Yeah, they're assholes.
I mean, no, they just really function a different way. Usually, they're just pure fucking evil.
Yep.
No,
speaking of Asian mythology,
Yep.
there's this Korean. I think it's a Korean film where there's a specific scene that I cannot find right now for the life of me, where there's like a kid, and he sat down with his dad or something, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, what's that?" And we point to like a some sort of Asian ghost. He goes, "Oh, that's this." Points, "Hey, what's that one?" Goes to a different one. That is this. It's the spirit of this. What about that one? That's this.
No, that's a Malaysian one.
Is it Malaysian? Because it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Hey, what about that one? That's just a transvestite.
Yeah, I know that one. I usually saw it a long time ago on my Facebook being shared. I was like, "The fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, it's fucking great. I'll try and find it.
I literally tried to find this like fucking episode 4 and we couldn't.
Yeah, I know. I know we spoke about this earlier, but.
Okay, so I remember the movie that you said, the Korean one. I'll probably give it to you to watch it next time.
Okay, but I have given you Train to Busan for next week.
And a lot of those movies that closely knitted to mythology just make no sense most of the time.
Yeah.
Wait, Hansel and Gretel, the Korean one? What the fuck is this shit? Do I want to watch this?
I don't know if you want to.
But... Why have Korea made a horror movie about fucking Hansel and Gretel? I think it's a horror movie. I can't tell. Hyun Soo, a salesman, is driving his car along Highway 69. Wow.
Oh.
Well, taking on the phone with his pregnant girlfriend, Hey Young. I know I butchered all of the names, but whatever. They get into a fight, leading Hyun Soo in a car crash where he loses consciousness. He wakes himself stranded in a dark forest. He sees light from a lantern carried by a young girl who introduced herself as Young Hae as they head for her house in the middle of the forest called House of Happy Children. What? Oh my lord. This is gonna be... I'll probably watch this at some point. This looks like the fucking garbage I usually would try to not watch.
Okay, I cannot find this scene for the life of me, for God's sakes.
I know, I also tried to find it, I can't find it. But I'm pretty sure it's Malaysian for whatever reason.
Okay, I've literally just googled Asian ghosts funny. And no, nothing.
Asian horror movie.
Ridiculous. It's just a scene. It's like a short, like a minute scene, and it's... So let's try Asian ghosts funny scene. I think it's a Taiwanese film.
Maybe. I mean, it's there, but I don't know. I don't think. Well, I'm not really well versed in this, but let's go with that one. Let's go with Taiwanese.
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
I mean,
it's gonna bother me now, and I'll need to find it because it's gonna piss me off. But yeah, at the end of the day, I believe we are done. Are we?
Yeah.
This is.
I think so.
Okay.
11. Why am I? What is this shit? Several transgender horror movies in the works.
Of course.
Oh, this is from 2 years ago. Let's see. Let's see which one they are. I'm interested. Let's see. Maybe I know some of them. More indie horror is on its way. A little relative text to Mad Cinema. Whatever. So Redipo. I don't know what the fuck this. This boy, half breed.
Okay.
Water on Blu-ray review. No, thank you. It's just. I remember the original transgender horror movie, Sleepaway Camp. No one talks about that one.
Sleepaway Camp's good.
Well, it's because of the review at the end, which kind of makes no sense, but it kind of does. It's literally just dumbest bricks. Man, I give up. I don't want to search because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna find at this point. The top 11 LGBTQ movies to watch this Halloween. No, thank you. When they put it like that, it's actually.
See, speaking of that happened a couple of weeks ago. I forgot to mention this in the news. Titans got somebody cast. We have, what's his name? Yeah, no, wait. So in Titans, we had somebody cast as somebody. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right, so let me just read the top 11 LGBT horror movies to watch this Halloween.
Okay.
Right. Fuck it. I don't want this shit. B&B 2017. Lil. Hellbent. Oh, wait, Hellbent? Really? I can't remember. Hellbent was decent. Raw. How the fuck is Raw when... Whatever. Pitchfork. Okay, New York brings a group of his friends to his home. Okay. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy's Revenge.
Okay.
What? High Tension is fucking good, except the ending is pretty bad. Stranger by the Lake, I've not seen that one. Hunger, I think I've seen Hunger. The Skin I Live In, too much. What Happened to Baby Jane? I'm more surprised that there is no Psycho in here. Because literally none of those movies, that's not even a fucking focal point at this point. It's just, it's there. It's there because reasons.
Oh well. I can't find this. Basically, they cast somebody who was apparently a really good actor and stuff, but he got described literally as, the title was, which made me just completely put off the title. I didn't want to read that article. Was a transgender deaf. They literally used every single thing about him that makes it controversial for the sake of getting clicks on the article. It was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the thing. I mean,
can people not just say this person's been asked to this person? It's a good thing, instead of going transgender, this and this and that and this and this and that.
No, but it's gonna.
It just devalues the person that.
It does, but the thing is, it's gonna generate clicks and interest. That's the whole point. It's just like one of those. I can't believe they've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Yeah.
The usual YouTube clickbaity shit.
The usual.
That's the point. I mean, you're gonna look at this like that the rage mob is gonna go and protest the shit, even though that's not the point of the whole thing. And secondly, you're gonna go the transgender people. Let's go with LGBTQ, which is a hilarious term on its own. I will not get into that one.
Let's not, I'll get pissy again. You don't want me to get pissy again.
No, for other reasons, but trust me, those are fucking funny for other reasons.
Yeah.
So there's like they're gonna go in and try and support them, and you're gonna generate fucking traffic on your website just because you wanna do it, and people fucking fall for that shit. That's why I don't give too much shit about the news. I have several websites that usually, they get some shit in it, but occasionally there is some good stuff.
Yeah.
And they're at least trying to put an actual spin of it, because remember Doom Annihilation, that piece of shit that's gonna come out soon.
Try not to. Yeah.
They didn't touch. The side to music. They didn't touch about none of the shit that's been happening. They even skipped the whole debacle with id Software, because for obvious fucking reasons why you would skip that one. And just ignored the whole controversy. They're like, yeah, this is the trailer for this movie, and it's gonna come out here. It's gonna be showed here. enjoy. You're like, well, fair enough. Thank you. Then I went into digging a little bit about Doom Annihilation. I found out the whole shitstorm, and I was like, oh wow.
And just rubbing your hands reading.
Yeah, because it was juicy as shit.
Yeah. Right then.
I mean, it's probably gonna come out direct to DVD, so you know it's gonna be bad.
Oh, it's gonna be on the podcast to watch. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, by the way, this week one of my friends told me that they saw the Bonnie and Clyde movie with Woody Harrelson and Kevin Costner.
That's something.
Yeah, I think we discussed it last week.
Did we? We might have actually discussed it. Yeah.
Or the week before. It's the untold true story of the site that was never told before about the people who actually caught.
Yeah.
The people who actually caught, and they were state sheriffs. It's a thing in America. I don't get it. The police system is fucking weird because they have those. So they were marshals. Sorry, they have the usual police in the big cities and the small cities. Then they have the state marshals who do state marshal things, which I'm not sure what constitutes as a state marshal case and what constitutes as a normal case. I think it's something to do with crossing boundaries in several cities when the state marshals are being called. I don't know. It just makes no sense. And he said that the movie's actually pretty decent. Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna give it a watch because I like Woody Harrelson and I do not like fucking Kevin Costner.
You mean the voice box that sounds like Kevin Costner?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's just Kevin Costner.
I'm sorry. I'll be honest. Kevin Costner is not that bad of an actor. He just films shit. And it's like Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is also not a bad actor, but he films mostly shit, and that pisses me off because I've seen Vince Vaughn act, and I was happy with it. It was good. But then I remember the shit he used to film, and I'm like, oh dear Lord. Which reminds me. Whatever happened to the guy who created Cell? You know that Indian, I think he was? I'm not sure.
Cell, the movie Cell.
Yes, Cell.
I think he's a Chinese director.
Maybe. I can't remember. Well, no, wait. Was he? Tarsem Singh? His name is Tarsem Singh, so I'm gonna go with that one. He hasn't made anything that well known. He's mostly making shorts. Wait, sorry, this is as director? What? Right, so he did The Cell. After that, he did The Fall. I have not seen that one, I probably won't. He did Selfless. Wasn't that The Rage back in 2015? And he's currently doing, and the last he did was Emerald City.
Okay. No idea.
Oh, I remember City. Oh, I couldn't watch a single minute of that one. Not his fault, though. It's a modern reimagining the stories that led to The Wizard of Oz.
Riveting.
Yeah, so it's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, because people were raving on for that one. Oh, he did Immortals. That was a shit movie.
Doesn't matter. Right, I'm gonna play
Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
He also did Mirror, Mirror, where Julia Roberts plays the mother of the Queen of Snow White.
I know that one. I actually know that one. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Tell me who's the biggest cunt of them all.
Hey, okay then. This has been episode 13. The unlucky number.
Yeah, but with good movies.
The unlucky episode with the good movies. And your movie for next week is Train to Busan. Train to Busan is a Korean film.
I'm trying to see how to actually pronounce Train to Busan properly.
I think that's the way to pronounce it.
I don't know. It's just, as per usual, us filthy fucking foreigners cannot pronounce anything properly.
We can't pronounce shit. Yeah, we're foreigners. Okay then. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining us this lovely Thursday evening.
Yeah, it's raining outside.
Yeah, listen to the VOD later on YouTube and on MixCloud. So if you have anything to ask or anything like that, just leave a message. Either leave a comment on the YouTube video or on MixCloud or on Instagram or whatever.
Awesome. Because, we're going to podcast at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna be important. One day we will be known. I'm gonna make a Facebook page as well at some point, probably just to have it all in one place.
Remember when you deleted our Facebook page back in the day?
That was back in the day. Yeah.
Hi. I guess at some point when we get to 50, we can do a Q&A if we have actually people listening to us.
Yeah, when we eventually was it one of your friends that said we should make a Q&A?
Yeah, but that was ages ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
That was like episode 3, but Q&A panel was just when people are not listening.
With 2 questions, yeah.
And no, even if they are, there is just like gonna be our friends that you can just ask us privately, and we're like, sure, content.
Okay, if you have questions, you know where I've said where to put them. This has been episode 13. I'm playing the music now, and we will see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast.